damn it. I turned my head for a minute.
What's your hottie, Jumpy?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I feel like Omek from Legends of the Hidden Temple here. God dang it. All right. Let me find out how to zoom this out. I'm going to read it. All right. You can start, Beck. I just don't mind me. Oh, that's the zoom. There we go.
I can't work under these conditions.
Oh, get your shit together, MODOK.
Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories, hotties, and constant disappointments, naughties. Here are your hosts, Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe.
Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty. I'm Dwight Slappe.
I'm Michael Beck.
I'm Hicks.
Fellas, you know what I've been doing this week? I've been pouring through the Best Picture nominees. Have you guys checked out any of the Best Picture nominees? Oscars.
I've only seen Sinners. Sinners is the only one I've seen, so I'm slacking.
Yeah, I've seen Sinners too. I think that's the only one.
I've seen Sinners, really enjoyed it. We watched Frankenstein the other night, and I'll tell you, not a lot of great hangs in Frankenstein. None of those characters, I don't want to invite any of those people to a barbecue. The monster, to his credit, of course he has issues. And I think really he's doing pretty well to be a creature made of sewn together human parts and brought to life by lightning. For that, he's doing okay, but it's still a lot of baggage for me.
I mean,
Victor, go ahead. Yeah.
It says a lot about the company you keep that you're so desperate to have a good hang that you've got to create someone from the bodies of other people, right?
Well, that's what. You got to watch this movie because Victor Frankenstein fucking sucks. Like he's a walking black cloud. They even show him as a kid, and he's a total bummer as a kid. And this is before, you get spoiler, his mom dies. He's got mommy issues, which is a weird thing, right?
Don't they always? Love you, Mom.
Who plays Victor in this movie?
Oscar Isaacs.
Usually I really like him.
He's great. And he's good in the movie. Just the character's a bummer. So as I started to think, what fictional character would be the hottiest hang? What fictional character would you guys like to hang out with the most? Now, when I came up with this question, I did not have an immediate answer, and I had to disqualify a lot of people because they're either problematic or they don't fit my current middle-aged man lifestyle. Young Dwight would have had a totally different answer for this. It would have been a lot more staying up late, a lot more drinking, a lot more chasing the ladies. But now I just want to hang out with my friends, enjoy some snacks, have some laughs, real chill. I want to be able to put on comfortable clothes and go to bed at a reasonable time, but have a nice time. And that's why I chose Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is the fictional character I want to hang out with the most. We're going to have some delicious snacks, some sweets, a little bit of honey or whatever we have laying around. He's got a lot of friends, so they keep coming to Pooh Bear when they need something, so he's got to be, a good guy to have in your phone. I get depressed sometimes. Yeah, I get depressed sometimes. And you know who has a lot of experience dealing with a depressed friend? That's Winnie the Pooh. I mean, if he can handle Eeyore, he can handle me. And sometimes I'm jumping off the walls and I want to go out and have a big day. And if Winnie the Pooh can handle Tigger, Winnie can handle me because I'm not jumping. That's the one thing I have over Tigger is I'm not doing any jumping. Sometimes I wake up and I am a motherly kangaroo, and he can handle that too because he knows Kanga. I don't have to feel embarrassed about my pouch. You know what I mean?
Right. All pouches are welcome in 100 Acre Forest, 100 Acre Wood, right?
100 Acre Wood, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, wood.
Yeah.
And Pooh Forest, Pooh
Pooh
Town.
Corner.
He lives in Pooh Town.
Pooh Corner,
Corner,
that's
Pooh
it. Yes.
Pooh Town.
Oh, they've got to change the name of Pooh Town.
And I'll tell you what Pooh has over both of you guys, and I don't want to put you on blast. Pooh could not say a damn thing if I just decided to drop my pants in front of him. Sometimes I don't want to wear pants, so I need another brother in No Pants Town, which is next to
fair.
Pooh Town. Pooh Town, you take the interstate, you take the second exit to No Pants Town.
I got lost there once. It was scary.
What I did, I rent a place right between them, so it's an easier commute when I'm going between Pooh Town.
That's smart. The rent's
No
a little
Pants
more
Town.
affordable in that area
Yes.
too.
A peditaire in Crapberg.
Good old Crapberg.
It's Taintsylvania.
No.
So Beck, what about you? Well, do you guys have any comments on my Pooh Bear hang?
I think that's great. But now, do you think Christopher Robin is the type to get jealous? Do you think you'd have to work out? Like, do you think he'd be throwing some shade, trying to feed some lies?
Oh no, I will start spreading information about Christopher Robin immediately.
Okay. So you're gonna beat him to the punch.
Absolutely. Christopher
Got
Robin's
it.
not prepared for the mental warfare that I am going to lay out.
Who's a one human bear? Okay, we can roll with the other animal stuff, whatever they are, creatures of the wood, but only one human.
I like that Dwight's plan for his chill fictional hang is to immediately start gaslighting their best friend and drive them away from Pooh.
And let's remember, that best friend is a human child. And I will not think twice about destroying that kid's life.
Pooh, did you hear? Christopher has cooties. Cooties eat right through stuffed bear fur, so you got to be careful, my friend.
Hey, Christopher Robin's been saying some really messed up things about you, Pooh. I don't think they're true. But I think you're a good guy. And certainly not a pervert who walks around without pants on constantly. He says it's very sexual between the two of you. Do you think that's true?
Gross.
Beck, what about you? Who's the fictional character you would like to hang out with?
Well, your personal savior and mine, Jesus Christ, Dwight. Now, I mean, you talk about a chill guy who's great to hang with. Jesus also.
He's great to hang with.
Oh God.
I assume that was unintentional.
Do I need to go to my backup working? Should we? I'm so. Once it came to me, I thought, I can't. Comedy demands.
Well, and I will say, because I was like trying to scramble for an idea here, and the number of times that I looked over here and saw Jesus mentioned, but not tongue in cheek, seriously, by people who have pictures of them like at their church playing guitar or whatever, and they're like, Jesus. It's like, wait, you're clearly a devout Christian, but you just said that Jesus was the coolest fictional character you'd want to hang out. Okay, moving on. Anyways,
now what?
Beck, who's your backup?
So you're doing research as to what character you wanted to hang out with?
Well, right now
What'd
I'm
you
looking
Google?
over here.
Character Slice wants to hang out with?
Yes. Yes. I said, hey, Chat GPT, tell me who I want to, based on my Facebook profile, tell me who I should hang out with.
Oh,
We're
no.
already AI slopping. We're not even trying.
I didn't really do that. I just Googled cool fictional characters to have dinner with.
Well, I assume Fonzie was the first thing to pop up.
Well,
I assume it's 8 pages of Fonzie.
It's Fonzie. It's Kramer. Yeah.
Kramer?
Yeah, sure. Right. Everybody loves Kramer.
Yeah,
Joey
super
Tribbiani.
cool Kramer. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, not to be confused with the guy that played him, but...
Jesus would be great at a party. I mean, just for the water to wine thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Water to wine. He can, you start tromping off in the woods at night. I don't know, maybe toward or away from a wolf man at night. Sprain your ankle. Jesus can fix that right up for you.
Will my
Now,
glaucoma
can Jesus
acts up?
do anything about that wolf man?
Well, Jesus and the wolf man, they have an understanding. There's like a détente between
just
the
a couple
two of them.
alphas. Just a couple of alphas.
Alpha recognize alpha.
They don't fight. They just give each other space.
Mm-hmm.
They fist bump and they just shoot the stare. They're just like head nod. That's it. Cool head nod. Not even a double, just that single. Mm-hmm.
Now Jesus and Frankenstein, they will wail on each other. Yeah, because Frankenstein's an abomination. So.
Exactly.
Right.
Frankenstein's an affront to Jesus' whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like bringing the dead back to life. That's his racket. You can't be stealing his gimmick.
The cheater had to use lightning too. What a freaking parlor trick.
Now I'm starting to think Jesus has a lot of hang-ups. I don't know what if I already have a Frankenstein friend? And now I can't be friends with Jesus because I have a Frankenstein friend?
Dwight, you just spent the opening of the show denouncing Frankenstein as a bad friend.
Not all Frankensteins, Beck. Slice, what about you? What fictional character would you like to hang out with?
All right. So after thinking about this and glancing over here occasionally, I'm going with the genie from Aladdin. Now, not just like the book Aladdin, but I want the Robin Williams voiced genie because it's like it's not on what? How dare? Not only do I get the 3 wishes, I get Robin Williams back. That's a win, right? I mean, yeah, it'll be a little extra and not as chill to hang out with, but you know what? Sometimes I just need him to fill that dead air for me with all those crazy, kooky impressions and song numbers. Oh, okay. I feel the judgment here. Here's my first of my 3 wishes. 2 cooler co-hosts to this podcast. You guys hook me up, Robin. Next up, I want that little monkey, Abu. Flying carpet would be nice, but I don't know. I'm thinking.
I thought you were bad at picking a famous or a fictional person to hang out with, and then I'm starting to hear your wishes, and you're really shit at making wishes.
Well, duh. It's a pattern. My heart is still breaking because when you said genie, I thought I 100% thought you were referring to the character played by Barbara Eden in the 1960s sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, and going, well, I mean, like there's definitely some problematic stuff in that show for 2026, but Barbara Eden, who's still alive, seemed to be really cool. I Dream of Jeannie was kind of funny. I mean, for a 60s sitcom, that would have been a much better.
No, I just want that big, beautiful, blue animated bastard coming in here, lighting it up, telling me how he's never had a friend like him. Okay, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Slice just can't get enough of that great William F. Buckley impression that the genie in Aladdin does. He just wants so much of that all over.
Right in my veins. Yep.
You said he might be a little extra. Oh my God. I'm just having flashbacks of every Robin Williams stand-up set I've ever seen in my life. And man, I don't have the energy for it.
Well, just keep hanging out with your pantsless bear, nerd. Me and Robin are going to me and Jeannie are going to do some powder. We're going to go out on the town and we're going to have fun.
Oh no. Slice, when I'm hanging out with Jesus and you're hanging out with Jeannie, like, will they get along? Will we have a Wolfman situation or a Frankenstein situation here with Jeannie?
I guess it depends on what I wish for. Think about that.
boys, what is the hottiest nice thing that's happened lately? You know, we're all familiar with our world and the merciless shit show it is most of the time, but there are nice things that we see. Maybe it's a nice thing that you've done. Maybe it's a nice thing that's been done for you. Maybe it's just been a nice thing that you've been an observer of. My nice thing is my wife and I recently ordered a new refrigerator, which I think I might have talked about on the show already because my life's very interesting. The
We've been holding our breath waiting for a refrigerator update.
Refrigerator
well, the
watch.
refrigerator's in the house now. After we waited for like a goddamn month for this thing to be delivered, it was delivered yesterday. And they dropped it off and hooked it up and hooked up the ice maker and all of that and left. And Crystal had to go to work, and so I was loading the refrigerator back up, and I was putting our our door items that go into those door shelves in there, mustards and things, and into the door shelf, and closed the door and went away, and then came back and opened the door, and that shelf broke and everything fell on the ground, and only one thing shattered. Some pickled onions shattered and went everywhere. They were in a glass jar, and at this moment, Coco, our adorable doodle dog, decides, oh, well, it's time to check up on what all this commotion is. And Coco comes in, and I go, oh, my God, there's going to be a nightmare of dog with all this shattered glass and pickle brine everywhere. And Coco saw what was going on and immediately just ran off into a different part of the house. And
Definitely your kid. She just...
I had a girl. Yeah, Coco ran off. And I immediately went from, sort of red-faced rage at, this country can't do anything fucking right anymore. You buy a refrigerator and it breaks the same day, and now the dog's here, and the dog's going to be bleeding from her feet and make a mess everywhere. Nope. Coco was hilarious and smart and didn't make a bigger mess for me. And that was a nice thing that happened in my week. Yeah. So
other than that, the refrigerator's good. No issues other than the drawer.
Oh no, I find things to be unhappy with everything every day. So
Real 180.
Is it keeping things cold?
Yes, it does appear to be keeping things cold enough. Of course, we have a thermometer that we. Oh my God. I shouldn't ever talk about my wife's private life because we sound like monstrous lunatics. But we keep a separate thermometer in the refrigerator, so we know for sure it's the right temperature in
DTA.
there.
Don't trust anybody. I got my own thermometer. You keep your thermometer. That's
right.
fine.
This one's only running at 38. Old one used to run at 36 on a 4 setting. No, I'm telling you. Outsourcing the fridges all over these days, not like the American made.
Yeah. This exact stuff, but in my plummy Michael Beck voice, is 100% what is happening. Yeah, in my house vis-a-vis the refrigerator. Slice. What's a nice thing that's happened? Your hottiest nice thing that's happened lately?
One of the greatest things that can ever happen to someone on a, somewhat not day-to-day basis, but, every now and then at work, it's not always the most pleasant place to be, but we had a pizza party today, baby. That's right. A pizza party. Didn't have to pack my lunch. Awesome. Knew I was having something good. Fantastic. Where'd they get the pizza from? Giovanni's. They didn't even go Little Caesars like a lot of places would. They treated us to Giovanni's. So now, depending which Giovanni's, sometimes that's not always the best thing. That's a little bit of local restaurant lore there. But this Giovanni's was top notch. Yeah. So, I mean, that was just great. It was another office there at the college who we worked closely with throughout the year. They wanted to treat us to a bunch of pizza and cheesy breadsticks, and God, it was good. Just couldn't get enough. And lighten the spirits. It wasn't even in place of getting a raise or anything like that.
I was
It was just
I was
just
going to
straight
ask,
up.
did it come with a
Right.
note saying that wages were stagnant?
Right.
Yes.
Nope, not this time, baby. This time it was just out of the kindness of another office who will definitely want us to do them favors later down the road when it comes to presentations and helping with students. And I'm okay with that. You gave me pizza, I got your back.
They send over any drinks like a Sobe or
Nope. BYOB. Got it.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
That was said very clearly in the email, bring your own drinks. So, I can't ask
At
for
least
too
they were
much,
up front.
Yes. They told me it didn't catch me off guard. And, they stacked up the pizzas right next to our water cooler. So I was good.
Oh, so you didn't even have to go to this other office. They had the
No.
pizzas sent to your office. Oh, well. What a
They
delight.
brought them to us. It was excellent. Yeah. Very nice of them. Thank you, Student
Yeah.
Support Services. You guys are killing it. I don't know how well they're doing with the students, but they're killing it with us. So that pizza is going a long way.
They should probably spend less time worried about you and more time worried about the students.
Yeah. I'll just point out, they like you guys, but if they loved you, they would have thrown in a couple of 2-liters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
You know it's
we're
serious
working
if
on it.
there's some Pib extra.
Ooh,
2-liter.
God.
Yeah.
Beck said the hottiest nice thing, not the hottiest, most wonderful thing that's happened to me lately. Okay.
Right.
So nice. We're doing nice. Also, I'm allergic to Mr. Pibb, so I can't drink that.
Oh no!
True
What,
story.
do you think the
Allergic to Mr.
ingredient?
Pig?
What's the
I don't
ingredient
know.
of Mr. Pig?
Well, it also carries over to Dr. Pepper and everything like that. Because I used to be an avid Dr. Pepper drinker, Diet Dr. Pepper every morning. I didn't used to drink coffee. I would drink a Diet Dr. Pepper and did that for years. Then one day I drank it and I just started to itch around my neck and everything. And I went upstairs, looked in the mirror, and I was getting hives all over me. And I was like, what the heck's going on? And luckily a coworker had some Benadryl. I'd never had hives before in my life or allergic reaction. And I didn't know what it was. Didn't even think that it could have been the Diet Dr. Pepper. Well, I was out at a restaurant and getting a soda and filled up with Mr. Pibb Extra. Did the same thing again. Then I finally realized, I'm allergic to whatever those, however many secret spices or whatever they put. Isn't it like 30 some secret
Well,
spices in
there are
Dr. Pepper?
there are 3 ingredients in all sodas. There is, of course, corn syrup.
Right.
There is sodium, and there is formaldehyde. You're probably allergic
Sodium.
to all of those.
Sounds right.
Cherry and cinnamon specifically. Are you allergic to cinnamon?
Nope. I eat cinnamon all the time and cherries too.
Cherries?
I love cherries.
Rhubarb?
No, I eat rhubarb. Rhubarb pie up in Maine. It's pretty good.
I'd give anything for you to pull out a raw rhubbarb and just start gnawing on it.
Not in season, bud. Not in season. You just wait till that time
I'm
rolls
sorry.
around. Yep. When the season rolls around, I'll munch
I
down
haven't
on
gotten
one.
my new rhubarb calendar. It's February's almost gone. I can't believe
Hey,
it.
that means that right now is the ideal time to use your canned rhubarb in a delicious rhubarb pie. Now you should be lifting that rhubarb pie up into the camera.
No, I'm not lifting anything to the camera. Every time I do something with my hands to the camera, it zooms in real close on my face. You fooled me once, Beck. Fooled me once.
So, Dwight, what's the hottiest nice thing that's happened for you lately?
Well, we mentioned last week that my birthday was coming up. So on Saturday, we had a lovely get-together in Huntington, West Virginia. And we went bowling, about 10 of us. I bowled pretty well. I
did.
I beat everybody. Toot,
Now-
that was my own horn.
Oh, excellent.
I do
Yeah.
want to say this. We bowled 2 rounds. Dwight had the highest score in the first round. I won't say what it was. It was very high though. And then the second round, my lane only had 4 people bowling. His had 5, so we were a little bit ahead of them. The second round, I beat his first round score by 1 pin, and I was on cloud 9. And had that stood, that would have been my hottiest nice thing that had happened to me lately. However, please proceed, Dwight.
Oh, then I had a better game. The second game and beat Slice's score in the last frame.
No.
Not that I was keeping track like a weird competitive person.
How exciting. I also have to interrupt your story to say, Dwight, I'm sorry, I'm realizing now that I forgot to text you on your birthday. I hope you had I hope you had a magical birthday even without my shunning. If it makes you feel better, I did email myself a reminder email at work. Hey, you need to make sure you message Dwight on his birthday on Monday, and I still forgot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You or Crystal. Didn't hear from Crystal either. Anyway, man, it hurts more now that you said it. It hurts more. I thought I was over it. Oh, man. Anyway, we had a nice time in the park. We had some dinner, and it was good. But now that I realized Beck didn't text me.
No. And really, the person I'm the most disappointed with here is Crystal.
Same.
Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm unreliable. Like, no one's expecting that from me, but definitely Crystal.
I also want to give a shout out to our friend Justin McElroy, who sent me what he thought was just going to be a normal cameo from West Wing actor Richard Schiff. But what I got was 10 minutes of Richard Schiff watching the Olympics and rambling sort of about me and some just issues that he had. I mean, he had some stuff pent up and he just let it all out. And I'll treasure that always.
What a great present. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We email yourself a reminder at work that we should check on Richard Schiff next week and make sure he's okay.
Oh man, it's my favorite time of every third week. I get to be a little naughty. Guys, gonna get a little risque this week. Almost criminal. Okay. What is the naughtiest victimless crime you've ever committed? Now, I gotta say this, disclaimer, anything we say on this podcast cannot be used in a court of law, okay?
We're making it all up. None of this actually happened.
And there's a statute of limitations.
It's all fictional.
All this, none of this can be used in a court of law. Additionally, I do not grant Facebook the right to use any of my photos, my posts, or my likeness, presently, in the past, or the future, and I do not own the rights to this music, okay? That being said,
this email is intended only for the intended recipient. If you are not the intended recipient, delete it immediately.
So, this is about 20 some years ago when we were all at Marshall. It was starting to get to be that time of the year where things are starting to warm up, sometime around May. But the local pool was getting ready to open up, and there were some of us, myself, friend of the show, Justin McElroy, our friends Jason and our friends Benji, decided to go and sneak in to the local pool at night. And so we did this. We thought, oh, this is going to be so much fun. This will be great. It feels great. The weather's out. The weather's so nice tonight. So we go, we get in Benji's car, go down there, park. We go out there, hop over the fence, this barbed wire fence, and we get in there. We're having a great time. And a disclaimer too. So in my youth, my college years, I like to have a little fun with, my outfits. I had like a velour royal purple Old Navy tracksuit, and other items as well. Just living my life as a young college kid, so carefree. And I had these great new swim
I would love
trunks.
to have that tracksuit today.
I still pine about that tracksuit all the time. I wish I had it too. Thanks, Autumn. But these trunks that I had found on the clearance rack, I think at the Buckle up at the mall.
Buckle.
Yep, they had a yellow waistband, a bright yellow waistband, and they were silver, and they had felt black leopard print on it. They were Hurley swim trunks, and I just had to have them. I mean, they were clearance, and God, they looked great. And so threw those bad boys on, and we hopped in the pool. We're having a blast, splashing just like young lads do, and having so much fun. And then a car drives by, and we see a spotlight start to head in our direction, and that can only mean one thing. Someone's called the fuzz. So we start scrambling, trying to decide what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. They call it cheesing it.
Cheesing it, exactly. Well, Benji, the most athletic friend in our friend group back then, very athletic guy. I mean, he was gone in a flash. Like, we couldn't even see. There was just a cloud of smoke where Benji had ran off to. And then Justin and Jason, they also were scrambling. They got out. Myself, I panicked, and I was like, no way. There's no way I'm going to outrun these cops. They're going to be too fast. I've seen I used to watch cops on TV. They always get their guy. What am I going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the corner of this pool in the dark, and I'm going to press myself up against the corner of the pool, and I'm going to put just my lips and my nose above the surface of the water, and I'm going to sit here like I'm in Navy SEAL training. And so I do this, and I'm just sitting there waiting for this hand to go under the water and grab me by the shoulder and pull me up above. And so I just sit there, and how much time has passed, I don't know. Whenever you don't have a clock or anything to gauge it by, minutes seem like hours. So I'm just sitting there and just trying to ignore the cold, because it's not quite summer yet. The pool's not officially open. They've got it filled, and it's getting ready to, and it's night. So it's pretty chilly. And I'm just pressed up against the corner thinking, man, I can't go to jail. Look at these swim trunks. They'll tear me up alive in jail tonight with these silver leopard print swim trunks on. I can't do this. I'm too pretty. And I'm just pressed up against there waiting, trying to judge by the stars. Periodically, I'll let my eyes come up above, try to judge by the star and the moon how much time has passed.
Judge by the stars how much time has passed.
Well, long story short, not to my knowledge, but about 3 hours later, Benji shows back up, and I hear him saying, "Slice, slice." And so I fully come up above the water, and I go, "Benji, is that you?" He's like, "Oh my God, you're still in the pool." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's been like 3 hours. Get out of there." So I jump up out of the pool, and Benji helps me. He throws a towel over the barbed wire, and I climb out in my trunks and everything, and he rescues me, brings me back safely to the house. And yeah, that was the night I became a man.
Oh, but Benji left no man behind. Wow,
that's right. That's right. Justin and Jason had scrambled over to, I think, like the Big Bear over at the corner, and called someone.
This is the part I can't wrap my head around. How the hell did Justin get over a barbed wire fence and then out again? Period. I don't care what the circumstances were.
We had towels, and we were using the towels and throwing them over. So, like, it was chain link. They were just barbed wire on top. And then so we threw the towels over so we could climb over that without.
It wasn't like a military, wrapped barbed wire.
No, not like that. It was just like cattle wire or whatever that had what looked like the barbed wire tattoo, not like that fancy circular stuff at the prison. No, this was just cheap fencing. But yeah, no, we climbed it. It was still kind of impressive for us. I mean, it wasn't impressive for Benji. You would expect much more from him. But yeah, made it back alive.
Well, not at all, because Jason our other friend is very tall, but he has zero athleticism. And if he wasn't tall, I can't imagine he could have gotten out. Mm-hmm. But were you like hypothermic? No. I mean, it seems like should have done damage.
I don't know, man. I guess I had high tea back then, all that, whatever. It kept me warm.
Were you drunk?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I was. Because I definitely would have probably been hypothermic if I was drunk. So we started early enough in the evening that, I hadn't had those beers yet. And I just kind of, it went numb to the pain and kind of just kicked my feet periodically underneath the water and kept my little mouth and nose up there and occasionally an ear to listen out for anything. So, but yeah, got away with it. And like I said, you can't use that in court. But what about you, Dwight? What about your victimless crime?
I don't have anything that fun. I mean, I've got plenty of crimes I've committed that have victims, but nothing like...
Right. That's why I had to clarify.
I mean, if there's no victim, is it even worth criming?
I follow the rules unless I know I'm directly causing harm to someone.
Namely Christopher Robin. Little punk.
Fuck that kid, right? Right. He's got real pick-me energy. I don't like it. Like, get out of here. The thing that it's really lame that I used to love sneaking booze into terrible movies, practicing flaskmanship, as we called it, and getting hammered while Nick Cage did whatever he was doing. Man, me and a group almost got kicked out of Piranha 3D because we were having so much fun. Because we were shit-faced and the movie was ridiculous. Drive Angry 3D featuring Nick Cage is an insane movie that I paid to see so I could drink during it.
Yes.
There's a lot of that. But as far as the only other thing I can think of is some slight vandalism, because I put a sticker that said "Juicy" on the back of our friend Rissy's car, and she didn't notice for several months.
I remember that Juicy bumper sticker. Oh, and then
jealous,
when
so
Rissy,
jealous.
When Rissy did discover it, this is the best part: the half-ass job she did removing it. And then, like, there were remnants of Juicy for several years. I think the whole time I knew Rissy in school, she had.
I think at one point she said to me, "I think you should you scrape it off." And I was like, "Oh, that makes sense, but I don't think I'm gonna."
I also like how we all immediately understood. Well, yeah, obviously Rissy's not the victim here. That's it's a victimless crime. It's Rissy's car.
It was a shitty, like, white Toyota hatchback or something, and I made it better.
Right? You know how much people pay to get pants that say "Juicy" on the back these days? Mm-hmm. You did her a favor. The value of that, the resale value of that car?
Had a slight holographic effect to it. I mean, it was a nice sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yes. I said crime, not, deed of immense friendship. What about you, Beck? What's your naughtiest victimless crime?
Well, I will actually say my crime is really a crime of narking. So one night, years ago, one night, I noticed there was some commotion outside my window. And back in sort of the corner of my yard, I noticed these fucking punks had broken into my swimming pool. And they were hooting and hollering. One of them was clearly very athletic. He seemed to be the leader. The other ones had real trouble with the fence.
What were they wearing? What were they wearing?
Oh, they were real sexy. They were all good and sexied up, which is why I knew I needed to call the law. I wouldn't be able to scare away men so sexy in their bathing costumes.
Was one of them wearing a bathing trunk with like a yellow band, like a "come fuck me" yellow band at the top?
I mean, it's been 25 years. It's been a long time, but absolutely, yes. That image is seared into my brain. I see it every time I close my eyes.
Did the trunk say "Juicy" on the back?
Yeah. So, So I had my my local law enforcement friends, of which I have many, and they're powerful. They came with their law enforcement rig, with that battering ram thing they have sometimes, and a helicopter. And they told me one of the young men drowned in the pool. It was
man,
very sad. Yeah,
It's really unfortunate.
Disappeared. His body just disappeared under the waves of the pool. Never found him.
if you hadn't
The other
called,
three ran
all of
off.
those kids could have drowned. Every one of them
Right.
could have drowned if you didn't call.
Yep.
That's
Another
true. Really,
heroic deed.
I'm a hero here.
Yep.
I'm a hero. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that kid
As
didn't have
always,
parents.
As Beck tells me every time when we stop texting, the last thing he sends me is back the blue. That's the last thing he sends. It's the first thing he sends with every text and the last thing. Sign on and sign off for Michael Beck, back the blue. ACAC is what he says. All cops are cool. ACAC.
Want to stay on my good side? Never cross that thin blue line, baby.
That's what he says.
Yeah. So that's why my pool is indoors now. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
well, that's our show for this week. I hope you had a nice time, listener. Thanks for coming by. Go by and subscribe and like and comment. Comment on every show we've ever
Yes.
posted. Only nice things, though.
Yeah,
Only
check
nice
us out on
things.
YouTube. Make sure, we record this, post it to YouTube, and it's pretty fun experiences, especially when my webcam goes haywire with my hand gestures, Great physical comedy relief there and technology relief.
And we put clips on Instagram and TikTok. Everyone loves TikTok,
Mhm.
right? All right.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We love you.
Thank you for listening. This has been Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories and constant disappointments, as hosted by Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe. Editing and production by Michael Sullivan. Our theme is Handel's Entrance of the Queen of Sheba for Two Oboes, Strings, and Continuo Allegro, as performed by the Advent Chamber Orchestra. Crystal Howe speaking.